Hello, my name is Abe and welcome to Blasphemous 2. I enjoyed Blasphemous 1 when I played it, still have not yet even uploaded that to YouTube, but that'll happen at some point soon. Let's begin Blasphemous 2, a Metroidvania experience focused on Penitence and the Penitent One. New game me. In the heart, everything takes root, solitarily. Footprints without companions are left behind like in water, or in the ocean's depths.
The eternal dawn of our penances heralds its imminent end. Each was born to put an end to the other. Now both await, but while yours slumbers, mine remains vigilant. May the miracle bear witness to this oath. By which I remain here for our long-awaited meeting. Wounded by the silence of this secluded existence.
And then, as the city of the blessed name rose up, borne on the shoulders of three mighty statues, the resounding beat of a great heart could be heard emanating from the clouds, thundering like the knell of an unseen church bell, raised higher than any other, enchanting us all to lift our gaze aloft in an ascetic call to prayer. For the miracle was about to give birth to a child.
This is not a hand-drawn cutscene, so I imagine we're gaining control of the Penitent One. I don't like seeing someone remove the screw hat, because I'm like, well, why am I not removing my screw hat? Press Y. Stand up and smash the flask on your face. Bile flasks are your method of healing. You refill them at your checkpoints. How much do I remember about Blasphemous 1? The miracle was this event that caused, penance to a lot of people. Caused great horrible maladies that people took as divine blessings. Can't go that way, gotta go to the right. Looks like we have a lot more frames in our animation, which is funny to me. We're the Penitent One. We are undying, we have unlimited revives. Heck is this? Oh, it's weapons. We get to pick our starting weapon. We can have a sword that's fast, double swords, or a big, slow, heavy mace. Ooh. There's also a charge move. That seems pretty cool. Let's check out this one. Fast attacks. No charge move on it. No charge move on the sword as well. Sword is more akin to what we've started with previously, I think. But giant mace feels like that would do a lot of damage. Go big or go home, I agree. Hello. The repose of the Silent One. We died, by the way, at the end of the final game Oh my god, you can press LB to go to the last entry. It's a whole new game. Yeah, we died at the end of Blasphemous 1. I think I got bad ending. Oh, you can move while you're charging it too. Ah, you are the tutorial enemy. There's a little bit of slowdown when you hit things, I'll get used to it. I want this thing. I want the big one. So you can just see not only the combos, but the different weapons in general. I don't know, I don't understand this weapon though, because it seems like you only attack with one of them. I'll use the heavy weapon. It's got some range on it too. You have chosen thine companion. Only the miracle knows when thou shalt meet again in the presence of her two sisters. You have chosen thine companion. I don't know if we ever can change our weapon, but let's use these. Harrison says the daggers seem like hard mode, 0 damage. It's not that it's hard mode, I think it's actually very good damage if you get the combo, because you have to remember in Blasphemous 1, you had combo moves. You know, if you hit with all 4 of your attacks, let me actually respawn you, then you did a lot more damage. Subsequent attacks did more damage. The third attack did more damage than the second. The fourth attack did more damage than the fourth. But this just seems like you have one weapon that doesn't really have a combo to it, which is kind of cool. Let's give it a shot. Maybe we'll find these weapons later in the game, maybe not. I'm getting the impression that we're gonna be stuck with this weapon for the entire run. It's also Louise Welcome says, the dual weapon was the one I chose for my first playthrough. It was pretty good. I guess I'm doing this for now. Try block. As soon as I remember what the block button is, or get it tutorialized to me, we'll be doing that. I don't think I have my dash, unless they change the buttons for that one. The repose of the silent one. Sherbert asks, how long has it been since you played XCOM 2? Would you be playing Long War 2 now? I should play Long War 2 at some point because I said I would and then I never did. We can wall jump. Fall down underneath platforms. Always check for secrets. Ah, right, trigger is slide, not bumper. I had the button wrong. Don't know if there's any secrets here, I don't think so. Put Long War 2 on the poll tomorrow. I would have to probably install it first. This is our checkpoint, we get bile flasks back. Upon dying, you will reappear here, losing all progress you have made. Kneel before one whenever you can. It'll respawn the enemies as well. There are there's gonna be lots of backtracking in the game, theoretically, depending on when we pick up the Metroidvania-style upgrades that we need to progress. There's a helicopter. He is... Ow! He is, right, don't touch it. I forget the name of the character. Okay, I don't know how to dodge that yet. What's the name of the character from Skullgirls who has the back? I can't remember, I don't remember how to heal. Why? Why is the heal? Wasn't heal left bumper previously? I kept pressing left bumper and it wasn't doing anything. Accumulation of guilt, I understand that. You lose mana. And it looked like there was another effect there. In fact, let me go to the tutorial just so that I can see what it was. I can't review the Afflictium. I also have Verdicto, so we do have 3 different weapons that we could potentially get. Oh crap, I should have been paying attention. I don't know how to visit the tutorial again. Guilt has been changed slightly. Pain wheel, yeah, thank you, disposable. Yeah, pain wheel. Apparently I'm charging. He's kind of like pain wheel, except he's got a different thing. Left trigger to interact? Oh my god. That's what we need to be doing. Okay, so heal. Y is heal. Wasn't Y like using your active ability last time or something? Okay, don't go that direction. Yeah, they have definitely changed buttons, which will take a little while to get used to. That did quite a lot of damage. You can charge to do a lot of damage. I'm also gonna reduce the volume slightly as soon as this is done. It's a little loud for me. You have acquired 1 mark of martyrdom. There we go, and then audio, crank that down a couple of notches. Oh, good God, oh my God, I spilled my coffee. How could I? I was drinking that. Oh my God, I just slammed my fist against it because I always put it behind my microphone and I can't see it. Okay, it wasn't that messy though. I have to clean this keyboard again. This is, what a great start to Blasphemous 2. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the buttons being these. I remember, I think Y was your spell, your prayer, your enchantment. I think LB was heal, so I think they definitely have changed some things around. But I'll get used to it. And we're done with this guy. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Penitent One, returned from the tomb, and walking among the mourners, your awakening is now written on the eternal pages. Annunciada is my name, and I hail from the heavenly mountains on high, the seat and the beginning of all that is holy, so that I may address you. Look upon me thus as a preceptor in this enterprise, hailing from the highest of all seats. Penitent One, the miracle shall give birth to a new child in a great heart descended from the clouds that watches over the ancient city of the blessed name from on high. You must reach it to stop its birth. But on this ascending path of penitence, the arch-confraternity awaits you. Those penitents that the miracle itself took as its sentinels now await your arrival. Orospina, the confraternity of embroiderers. Benedicta, of the confraternity of endless orison. Odon, of the confraternity of salt. Lesmes, of the confraternity of incorruptible flesh. All under the dictate of the oldest penitent, the first among them all, who was, Eviterno, father of the Penitence. Penitent One, the miracle has instilled 3 regrets in the consciences of 3 of its guardians. Only by revealing them shall you achieve the humiliation of the sculpted figures that hold up the city, allowing you to ascend to its upper reaches and finally to the Great Heart. Look for the Guardians.
Okay, that's... Usually you get the Dark Souls boss intro at the beginning of the game, but we got it here after the first tutorial boss. Oh, and she has disappeared. I was planning on talking to her again. I should have done that first, I guess. Celso Louise says, Veredicto is OP, so much damage dealt. Is that this weapon I have right now? Hold on, I think I can check that. Veredicto. There's also, and I did see it, if you... Excuse me? Hold on. If you press RB, I think it's supposed to do like an animation that makes it do more damage, but I didn't get the animation this time around. I don't know why. It seems strange. I think I bugged the game out, honestly. Oh, we also don't get our faith back, or our vigor back when we rest. That's an upgrade for those bonfires later. Veredicto! The most powerful weapon. Its long reach, wide arc, and devastating strength increases the chance of stunning. Its attacks will generate fervor with each strike and can be empowered by the flame of the sacred essence. Hold down X, Embers of Faith RB to activate. So we can just, I guess just smack him. We don't have to do the charge up move. But if we wanted to, we could. Dun, dun, dun. It's got a nice solid reach to it, which I'm a big fan of so far. But I'm a big fan of heavy weapons in these games anyways, so it makes sense that I would probably take a bit of a liking to this one. It is very different from what we had previously in... Stuck? Very different from what we had previously in Blasphemous. Because previously we had such a... oh, no idea. Shorter range weapon, which I guess we could have taken here, and it would have been nice to have something that's a little bit more familiar, I suppose. Paternus of the Burial Light. Attacking and executing enemies fills fervor. Press B, combine down B for a powerful prayer. Okay, so I have to equip it probably. Oh, so quick verses and chants are different. This is a chant. It went in the wrong direction, because apparently when I pressed down left. Fantastic. Magic is super OP in the second game. He jumped? Get out of here with that. LT. Yeah, I whipped him apart, ripped him apart. Yeah, Y was the execution previously. Now it's LT. It's also interact. Press LT to execute. Defeating an enemy in this way grants you fervor, tears, and martyrdom point bonus. I see something up there. Really quickly. I guess we can change them back if we want. So B is prayer, A is jump, X is attack. Change weapon is, I guess, LB. Dash is RT, special is RB. So we'll learn these as we go. Yeah, weapon's got a lot of range to it, doesn't it? You've acquired money, and I also see that there is going to be some sort of a jumping platform here. I assume we're going to have to come back later and get the required components for this, you can be a blue marker for now. Gotta mark this map so I know where to come back to after I inevitably fail to find the items required for me to do progression and then wonder where the heck I'm supposed to be going. And then spend 2 hours wandering around the map looking for progression, and then finally, after a long, long experience, know where to go. I can't jump down through there. Hey dude, come here. Huh, it also did damage to another enemy nearby. I have to say, I do kind of regret not... Blood baby. I do kind of regret not going for the more basic weapon. Because there's a certain amount of finesse with that basic weapon of like dashing through enemies, jumping behind them, trying to find the opening for your attacks. And I really enjoyed that. Got you. So I guess my question is, and I suppose I will pose this question to people in chat right now, how long is it until you get alternate weapons, or do you only get the same weapon for the entire run? Yeah! Thank you. Carl says real quickly, super. Oh, you know what? In the first game, you, I think, started with the ability to plunge your sword into the wall to jump. Now I don't have that. Unfortunately. He's the wood carver.
Welcome to my most humble of workshops, which is a flurry of sawdust, glue, and varnish. Montagnez is my name. Master sculptor. One of those who, with steady hand and silver chisel, patiently carve out from the wood the faithful shapes of our true saints, so that they might be contemplated and revered by the devout.
You make sculptures, thank you.
No trace of light remains in my glassy eyes, yet still I know what thou seekest and needest. For are we not all penitents on this earth, in some way? The miracle proclaimed that, as my profession was that of a master sculptor, I should carve in wood the figure of the Most Blessed Lady as my last work of art. Penitent One, I beg you, help me in this, my final piece of work. Seek out for me the finest chisels and tools, the most wondrous of pigments, and the most delicate of varnishes, and I can sculpt for thee figures that will fit into the altarpiece you carry on your back. Like this very one I offer to thee here. Please accept this as a gesture of my unending gratitude.
The traitor.
It is but the first piece of many more I shall carve for you. Now I shall place it upon the altarpiece upon your back, and you will feel its grace, but also its burden. The hands of the miracle will guide me in the carving in accordance with the memory you bring me. May they guide thee as they guide me, Penitent One.
The altarpiece of favors. Each figure, we have to visit him to equip them. Each figure confers powerful benefits onto the Penitent One and can react in mysterious ways when placed next to others in the altarpiece. You can increase the number of slots in exchange for marks of martyrdom. Okay. Empty slot. What the heck? So this is, this seems to me to be like the prayer beads, but this is different in a small extent. Presets. You can save presets. Very interesting. I wonder if we'll get the ability to exchange these ourselves. I don't need more capacity because I only have one. Okay. And it kind of makes sense because in Blasphemous 1, you spent a lot of time fiddling with your inventory for certain enemies and certain encounters. It's like, oh, this enemy, let me switch to my inventory and exchange a prayer bead for some prayer bead that makes me actually hit the enemy. Or when you had the, oh, I need to switch to the thing that lets me open up the red platforms or fall without dying down a large pit. Like you had to constantly switch those things around. So having it be a little bit more permanent, you have to come back here to change it means, hey, you're just gonna have to live with it if you have to. I think that's smart. I think that's good. I like it. Yeah. What? Oh yeah, and then the other thing I was gonna do real quick is I wanna have maybe a little bit more audio or a little bit more voice. Punch it up a little bit. Carl says, I didn't find myself switching it out too much. I was constantly in the inventory like, okay, I need to have the vine grow ability. I need to have the speak with dead ability. I need to have the ability that tells me if there's secrets nearby. I need to have the ability that lets me drop down pits. I need to have the ability that offers up the red platforms, and it was just constantly switching them around when there was, I feel no reason to not just have them all on. Hopefully that's different in this game, but at least not being able to mess with the prayer beads, because now they're sculptors, you have to go to his shop to do it, means that now you don't have to actually fiddle with that stuff either.
This heavy curtain that separates sin and confession, crime and judgment, conceals naught but shadows. Here in my darkness there remaineth but tears for me, and forgiveness for those of you who seeketh it. Where are the bereaved now? Where are the repentant? How long since the long agony of this sacrament began? Now that your penance of silence and the pain that plagues your flesh has led you to my dark confessional, let me purge the guilt you bear, and thus alleviate your burden. Do you wish to purge yourself of your guilt? As you wish. I will remain behind these scarlet veils, should you need this sacrament.
Okay, what? I want to go back to the lore. I want to go back to the tutorials, which don't exist right now, because Immaculatus right now. But what was guilt-ridden? Oh, I skipped by that one way too fast. I don't know how to go back to that screen, unfortunately. Rip. That's okay. I'll have to probably figure out what it was previously. That's okay. Just have to edit this. You know, I'm just noticing now my shadow gets smaller and larger when I'm about to land. That's very, very unusual. I gotta figure out what the guilt actually does. I guess we're going down. Map. Place markers when you find something interesting. I mean, Profundo Lamento. I mean, I know what I'm doing. We're going down. Breaking platforms, good to know. Hold on, can I just fall down from this? No. That's unfortunate. Is the aerial bounce attack back, like RT attack to jump off of enemies? I'm gonna assume not. He's throwing things. I kind of enjoyed that mechanic in previous Blasphemous. Had a weird, like, platforming vibe to it. You die, you gain guilt. Yeah, but like, I accidentally skipped past the thing that tutorialized what that actually means. Whether we're immaculate or not. And I regret my decisions. All right. Interesting. It's a lot easier to see the fact that they have a shield behind them here. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that when you are, when you die and you don't have your soul, aka when you're, oh, you can break the shield. When you're guilty, you have lower mana, but the other negative I should have paid attention to. This weapon is pretty strong. I like that it hits twice though. That's a handy benefit. Can't go this way. I was gonna say what happened to the music. I think there is still music. It's just a little muted. I don't need to come here. Whoa, that did so much damage. You can break the rocks. Okay, good to know. Are these things just made of sand? What a strange creature. Hello, weirdo. Who are you?
Sleep, my child. Sleep.
No answer. All right, well, we'll put a little person portrait on that one. Open the door. There's a door there we can't enter. Lots of dead ends, but that's to be expected. Oh, God. Jump! No! He's gonna kill me. Well, that's a unique enemy I haven't seen before. He has lightning bolts and he has a charge. All right. Let's go murder that man. That man must be murdered. At least we can just skip all of these enemies since we've killed them before. Excuse me, coming through. Ow. Guess it might take a second to get where we were. Excuse me. It was just on the other side of this hallway. This might not be the right direction to go in, but I want to get my souls back, and I think we can kill this guy. This is not where we were before, but it's actually better. We're gonna have like a laser beam. We're gonna have a laser beam and we're gonna shoot it at those mirrors. So, you know, we'll come back here when we get a laser beam. At least we do have a shortcut unlocked for this guy. Ow. Oh, I tried to jump. You're not in hell, diver. We're spreading managed penitent democracy. Does that door open again? It does not. I like that. It's a cool looking bell animation there. What's my stats looking like? Hold on. We're 24% afflictium. Now we're 6% immaculatus. See, a faster weapon might be nice. So that I could get away from this guy's attacks a little bit faster. We got him. Marks of Martyrdom. Attacking and executing enemies allows you to earn them, which can be spent on upgrades. Executing some enemies can earn you marks, huh? Acquired 1 mark. Is it because he was a specific enemy, or is it because we filled our meter, I guess? Our 1 of 40 meter? I don't know.
Who are you, whose face and name you keep hidden? No. Your name is of no consequence, if your footsteps have led you to me. Yerma is mine own. But this is not the right moment, for the steps that my promise inspires are swift, and the will that directs them unshakable. This hatred, which blinds my reason with shadows. I must leave at once.
The Steely Battlelands. Thank you, Yerma. You now have access to the weapon memory selection of your inventory. Use Marks of Martyrdom to acquire advanced combat techniques. Track down the Bearer Penitence to unlock techniques that are even more powerful. But we don't have other weapons, we just have a weapon technique. Yeah, I don't think I can actually parry with this weapon, which is another reason why I actually think that having the sword would be better for me, because I really liked the parry system in Blasphemous. I enjoyed it relatively well enough. So I might just save those weapon memory points for later, just so we can get the sword unlocked as soon as we can find it. Because like if I go here to the options and controls, special is RB. This weapon's special, I believe, is that it has that powered up fire move. Oh, you son of a... God damn it. The Ivy of Ascension. I can climb. Hold down RT to climb and not slip. Sick. Not this one though. Hold down RT to climb. That's an interesting key for that. RT is dash. Okay, okay. That actually makes sense. You're kind of like dashing into the wall, I guess. Scratched lead sphere. Oh, we do have rosary beads as well. Annoying. Damn it. After I was saying that the game was nice, preventing me from having to fiddle with my rosary beads all the time. This also says, can I make a comment about my experience with Veledicto? You can. It's not going to change my opinion. Slightly increases resistance to all physical damage. Scratched lead sphere. What the heck? You can go into a weird half prone animation. Interesting. I guess this was the side of the wall that we saw previously that we couldn't get past. No answer. Well, I figured that the climb would be one of the first things that we picked up. That just makes sense. Still can't do anything with this, but yeah, we're gonna need some sort of a laser, I assume. Okay, so I think we can make it to that item that we were just at previously. This guy did not respawn. The tip of an object of worship that was turned into a weapon and delivered a violent end to countless enemies, and the memories of those deaths linger on. Its strength resides in the arsenal of penitence in which it can be awakened. Steely battle lance. No, we can't get this item yet because it's at the end of a hole. Okay. They really want you to use the map. You know, put the map markers everywhere, man. Man. It also says, when I got this weapon, I was so glad with the amount of damage. It was a huge improvement over the other one. I mean, if the sword has blocking, and the blocking doesn't use mana, it doesn't use fervor, I should say, I still think I would prefer it. Because I'm used to the mechanics, I think. I will also say that, yes, the damage from this is pretty good. I will also say that, does my dude have like a rooted arm? I think he's got a rooted arm. Strongest weapon. I mean, yeah, quite clearly this is the strongest weapon. The question though is not whether or not it's the strongest weapon, it's whether or not this is the weapon that I will feel the most comfortable with and also perform the best with, you know? So I'm coming back up here because there was an item I want. I think I upped my damage slightly, so I'm killing those enemies a little bit faster. You've acquired money. Ah, it's just money altars? Okay. That's less important. I thought this was gonna be like progression items or bones. I don't know if there's still bones. Not always. Okay. See, that's a hint that I appreciate because now I'm not just gonna ignore him if I see him. Not that I would do that anyways, but... Whoa! I had to move. What was that? Hold on, I did a cool move. What the heck? What was that? How do I do that? Oh, crouch it. It's the crouch attack. Ah. Whew. It was a combo follower. Now this weapon doesn't have a combo, and that's something that I picked up on earlier. Like this weapon, unlike the daggers have a combo where the third and fourth hit of the combo do more damage. This one, not so much. Oops, hold on. Wrong button. There we go. the name of the ability. The Ivy of Ascension. Like, you could just say, how come I can't grab this? Oh, I gotta hold the button. Like, you couldn't have just called it, like, Claw Hand or Grip Strength unlocked. No, it's just the Ivy of Ascension. Yeah. Celso says, I never did crouch attack for this weapon. You're missing out, man. We've got the best ability in the whole game right here. You know what I keep expecting? I keep expecting like a Hollow Knight air dash. Because I just love Hollow Knight, I guess. The Sculptor's Resonant Gavel. And a ladder. And first of all, is this shortcut opened? It's the well. Well. What do we have here? Might do a lot of damage. It still doesn't kill you in one hit, though. All right. The empty receptacle. It's a bile flask. It was a statue once, then he took a verdicto to the knee. So you can use that to, like, slow down your descent. Oh, and this tells me that the elevator's going down. What's on the other side first? The Mirabus of the Return to Port. Hey! This was an item that you got in, like, the DLC of the previous game. It's a teleport back to base. Also, probably death. Back to the city of the blessed name. Actually, it doesn't take you back to the previous bonfire. It goes straight back to the base. Handy. My attack went behind the wall. You know what? So far, it seems like the game really has the Sea of Ink. One direction for me to go in. The Forgotten Tribute. A coin that was used for many years as payment for the processions that traverse the roads at nighttime. These processions gradually died out, so finding a coin like this is a rare occurrence. Leap of Faith. It's either Leap of Faith, or we have to pay for a bridge, or I don't know. Celso says, I really want to see the DLC for this one. I'm assuming that the fog means Death Pit. Is there any DLCs for this game planned? I don't think there's any out now, right? You know, one thing that I'm just noticing now, unlike Blasphemous 1 and Blasphemous 2, when you go between a screen transition, you actually are still on the ladder that you were climbing up and down.
Pray, how?
Hand over tool.
This mallet is so wonderfully balanced in the hand that it feels quite effortless to move. Know that you have my gratitude, Penitent One.
Oh, thanks. Lovely.
May the hands of...
Okay. Can I like buy things from you? I can change the order of them. I can upgrade capacity. You know, let's spend one. Am I spending $1 and 1 coin, or just spending 1 coin? Because it's infinity symbol 1 coin. It's just 1 coin.
The altarpiece on your back. Now here, I will wait for you until...
but we can skip that, let's be honest. I guess
May the hands-
it was 0 money, but it still had the money symbol. That just seems a little unintentional. Now we can jump all the way over to the right. There's the Sea of Ink. There's also stuff here that we could probably even right now go back and explore, but no reason to do it, I don't think. There's also stuff up here, but can't go there quite yet. Do I fall? Oh, I can do a quick one of those. I can also do this. This has to open through a bell, which I don't have. How do I just jump off of the ladder? Like, let go. Let go. Ah, dash will just have him immediately let go of the ladder. There you go. I do have like one big left arm. Hey, it's Jesus.
Open up the skin and red flesh. Uncover the lie that my shell conceals, for I am only blood and bones. So allow the chalices to be filled with those who toast kings and priests. Now I shall grant thee a new flask. Bring me more vials.
Thanks, large lady. In the first game, I don't know what you did something with Quicksilver to make the flasks better, and a old man crawled out of a young man. Now I think we're just gonna be bleeding her dry. Dost thee wish to make the sacrifice?
Bring me chalice.
What's the point of that? Is this bad ending? This might be bad ending. They're all so big. It's got the Soulsy thing with that as well, where in Souls the architecture made the architecture looked like it was made for giants, and here we're seeing the giants. I don't know what that did.
Bring me chalice.
Sick. Okay. I filled your chalice. What does that mean? What did I don't know. But at least there's a blood icon on the map, so I know where that is. There's a door here. That'll be my dead end symbol. Hello, friend. In the crypt of the Bone God.
Oh, blessed are we, for I behold a penitent. Humbly allow us to present ourselves to your reverence. We are Medardo and Escolastico, pilgrim merchants and scribes by trade. You never know where precious assets may be. What, pray, can be unjust or malevolent in walking the roads in pursuit of a twofold profit? That of the pocket by selling, and that of the spirit by prayer. While Medardo pays penance in his meditative meanderings, I take care of the business side of things, sparing not a drop of ink to write about the beautiful landscapes of the many varied paths we travel. But go ahead and cast your eyes upon our shop window. The objects that were lost on voyages have great appeal and fascination, as they have become a reminder of the feat itself. Cast your eyes upon our shop window.
Is that one of the men of the traveling foot always looking down? Can't tell. Create a bolt of electricity that inflicts lightning damage, increases the chance of critical hits when using prayers. I don't really care about either of these. So I will save my money.
What a pity.
What a pity. That explains the blood drops. Or not the blood drops, but like the floating quicksilver drops. Took me a while to see it was two people, says Celsa Louise. I just robbed this house. Sorry, house. Need something that allows me to have light. It's a random sound every time you hit it. I was wondering if maybe that would have, like, meaning. I don't think it does. A lighter? If only I had a lighter.